Well, who do we want to play? So yeah, so here's the whole map, and as you can see, it's not all filled in with nations. It's not all colored in, which, a little bit you can kind of maybe throw some, criticism at the game for, sort of perpetuating the colonialist idea that the land was empty before the white people got there. They do have, okay, it's not letting me click. So these territories that are not colored in, they do have population there. Um, and I think the idea is that they're, it's not that they're empty. It's just those people don't, have like active or not, don't have haven't developed like nation state, um, level of, sort of political development and organization. I don't even like using the word development because it implies things that are not really true and about how humans have acted over history. Really strongly recommend everyone read a book called The Dawn of Everything by David Graeber and David somebody last name, a couple of Daves, and they talk about it some a great deal. But anyway, the whole thing is not colored in, but a lot of but any of these that are ones that we can pick to play. So who do we want to play? I have a game as the Khmer that I'm playing off stream that's been pretty fun. But of course, I don't want to do that again. I did a Cahokia playthrough that was pretty sweet. But again, I'm not sure I want to do that again. And it is, sooner or later, Europe shows up over here and fucks you up if you play one of these Native North American or South American nations. So that's rough. I could just take another run at Muscovy, although that's a little, I don't know. What about, I don't know, chat, any preferences? Any shout out if any of these things look super cool or interesting to you? I tried playing the Sultanate of Delhi. This is one of the, like, try to prevent the downfall of the empire sort of scenarios, so I don't love that. Same with Great Yuan. They immediately fall apart. Oh, we could do the Shogunate, play in Japan. I think they fall apart pretty quickly. Let's see, England and France. They're fighting the 100 Years' War. Castile? Plays Castile. We could play France. Nobody cares where we play. Sicily. Make a Mediterranean kingdom. Based off of our island. That'd be kind of cool. Should we do that? Does that sound fun? Let's do it. Huh? Let's see. We have Salona, Neopatria, and Athens as vassals. Guaranteed by the Papal States and Aragon. See, the lands of Italy have been fragmented since the fall of the Roman Empire, waiting for a strong leader to unite them all again. However, this lack of union has created a strong rivalry among the different nations that populate the peninsula, to say nothing of a rush of competition over cultural advancement. No Italian nation lacks a famous artist or a natively developed and world-changing technological innovation, setting Italy apart as a jewel in the heart of Europe. We are the envy of all. Okay, so that's not specifically Sicily, but This guy looks cool, right? I like he looks pretty stoned. I'm pretty stoned, so let's do it. Turn on Ironman mode so we get achievements. Wait. Why achievements not available. Only if I'm playing single player. Oh, I might have multiplayer enabled. Why is it restore to defaults? Only if I'm playing single player. Check. Ironman is enabled. Check. Game has not reached the end game. Check. Not using another player's save. The checksum is unmodified. I think maybe do I need to just restart the game? Okay, we'll try one more doing time like this, and then if we have to restart, maybe we'll just do like a Lorwyn draft or something. Those who cling to life die, and those who defy death live. Osugi Kenshin, Japanese daimyo. It's ironic. It's ironic. Okay. Okay, there we go. And then if we click Sicily, there we go. All right, play a Sicily, achievements enabled. Let's rock and roll. So yeah, the lands of Italy have been fragmented since the fall of the Roman Empire, waiting for a strong leader to unite them all again. However, this lack of union has created a strong rivalry among the different nations that populate the peninsula, to say nothing of a rush of competition over cultural advancement. No Italian nation lacks a famous artist or a natively developed and world-changing technological innovation. Setting Italy apart is a jewel in the heart of Europe. We are the envy of all, both an advantageous and a highly dangerous position to be in. All right, so cool. Here we are. We're Sicily. Should look at the hint panel. Thanks. Okay, so we have a small navy. People that are in need of many things. Socioeconomic law policy, language of pleadings. This is court language, legal proceedings. So if we use the common language, the peasants can be happier. You gain more cultural tradition and moves towards free subjects. Whereas if we do court language, it helps the nobles. And so I think we're going to make us a trade kingdom. Us being an island kingdom in the middle of the Mediterranean puts us in an excellent position to do that. So I think that we want, let's see, what is serfdom? Let's just tax the peasants harder. They eat more food. We get more raw materials and can put more. Now, I think, and then this is more prosperity. People eat less and we can tax the peasants less. Yeah, I think we want to move towards free subjects. That's better for trading. Plus, there are more peasants than there are nobles, so I like trying to make them happy. Take a look at our budget. We do have inefficient minting, which is a bummer. And our balance is pretty unfortunate. Especially once we lower our taxes enough to make people happy. Well, and then the only possible research option at this point will be organized religion. And then we will take institution growth because we want to have more options for our tech trees. And then I guess we'll go to guilds. Are we purchasing food? We are, yes. Cost of purchasing food reduction is good. And that'll be good enough for now. Ask for money. Will anyone give us money? Hey guys, we're broke. We could really use some money. No, no one wants to give us money. They will accept, but we can't ask. And I'm not sure why. Oh well. Of unmarried children. Who should we... Let's marry into the Kingdom of Bohemia. Well, or not Bohemia, Hungary. That's probably fine. Eventually we can end up in a personal union with Hungary and take them over. That'll be cool. Okay. Rivals. Who would we... See, so we're already rivals with Naples. Oh, and you know what? The Byzantine Empire is going to like start falling apart soon. So let's make a rival with them so that we can like pick over the bones more effectively when they die. And when we can do one more. Eventually we'll want to move into North Africa. So fuck you, Tunis. Let's set our children up for an education. Oh, here, I'm going to reset the... updating the stream description a little bit there. Okay, cool. Kostanka. Costanza. Yeah, that's what the little dangly out there means. Is so let's see. She's good militarily. She would take a military education, I guess. What about you? You would like diplomatic or administrative? Yeah, administrative is nice. You're an idiot. So it doesn't matter what we do. Let's see, what are you good at? You're best at fighting. Here you go, little girl. Off to military school you go. So many children. Let's see, you like you're into administrative duties. We'll give you an abacus. And you military or administration. Administrative. Nice hat. Number of unprofitable buildings. Well, that's likely to change once we start rolling, so let's start rolling. Yeah, bunch of new markets. That just, like, always happens at the start of the game. Oh, and we can do some government reforms. Let's see, so we're looking to increase our crown power. We're also looking to entreat our... Just get our money up. Let's see, this just counteracts our free people thing we just did. We don't like that. Don't care too much about the diplomacy stuff. Don't care too much about that. Let's see. Trade office network would be a pretty good one for us. Yeah, new more markets. Autocracy would not be terrible. Feudal nobility would not be the worst thing in the world. I think we're gonna go. Let's see. Let's see. Is aristocracy okay for us, or is it pretty bad? Noble power, discipline, cost of court. Oh no, yeah. If we're doing trade, we need to go the opposite way. Oh, we do get 2 of them. Okay, so we'll do trade office network. And the political landscape of Italy. The Guelphs and the Ghibellines have been fighting for dominance over Italy for centuries. Ever since the investiture controversy pitted the Pope and the Holy Roman Emperor against each other. The Guelphs support the papal authority over the peninsula, while Ghibellines are considered imperial loyalists, holding their allegiance true to the Holy Roman Empire. But matters have spiraled well beyond their initial positions, and both sides now represent a diversity of interests. Different countries are no strangers to shifting sides when doing so might benefit them. See, interesting times are ahead of us. In this situation, it is possible to align with the Papal States or the leader of the Holy Roman Empire in their struggle for dominance over Italy. Cool. Well, we're guaranteed by the Papal States, so we'll probably take their side here, at least initially. Yeah, cool. The Guelphs and the Ghibellines. Well, it is customary for each important family to be aligned to either the Guelphs or the Ghibellines. It is not unheard of that particularly opportunistic individuals switch from one side to the other, and attempt to convince other states, either by force to diplomatic cunning, to stand up for the rightful side, or maybe just the side with more to gain. Are we aligned with anyone right now? We're probably not. Yeah, we will side with the Pope. Just for funsies, if nothing else. soon. We can still add this out another reform. 100 Years' War. Here we go. Then year 1337, tensions between the Kingdom of England and the Kingdom of France have reached a breaking point. The long-standing disputes over territory and claims to the French throne have erupted into open hostilities, marking the beginning of the 100 Years' War. Both nations are now preparing for a protracted conflict that will shape the destiny of Western Europe. The world watches as these two great powers prepare for their inevitable clash on the battlefield. This will hopefully be over quickly. So we can decide with France, England, or remain neutral. We'll probably remain neutral unless somebody pushes it. Gosh, I mean, like we really don't want to go to traditional economy because capital economy is much better for trade. Yeah, I guess having a good diplomatic reputation will be helpful for a trading nation. Right? Oh yeah, and look, we're right back in the money. Okay, so what are we going to have these guys do? Well, we'll have one person work on stability. That's kind of a no-brainer. Ramon de Villaragut. Go help me stabilize my country. And let's see, legitimacy is okay. Yeah, let's see, do you want to do capital economy? Or do we want to be moving? No, I guess we don't have a choice between free trade and. So yeah, we're gonna right away start promoting a capital economy. Because the sooner we can get to capitalism, the sooner we can get through it and found our socialist paradise. Okay, so in the Napoli market, what do you make? Yeah. People make fine cloth. Yes, let's improve our Tailors Guild in Messina. And then we can trade our fine cloth. Oh, you know what? I think we also need to be building a fishing village, at least one. We need to be making sailors to make boats. That's going to be important if we're going to be a trading nation. Strong navy, strong merchant marine. Let's see, what else can we build? A tar kiln in Messina. Also build a tar kiln. Hey, cool, and we're already broke. It'll be fine. Now let's I'll speed things up to 4 ticks. We don't need to go super slow here. The bourgeoisie request privileges. Out of game, fuck those guys, but in game we're gonna like really cater to them in this run through. The bourgeoisie have grown increasingly resentful of the power of the nobility and particularly their lack of opportunities in the higher ranks of government. Their only route into power is to marry into poor but well-titled families or to pry open positions in government circles by demanding greater privileges from the king. Yes, I think we will grant them control over the coinage. It will piss off the nobles, but that's fine. I'll make these. This is just really good. More gold, more silver, more minting. Gives us money. Yeah, we're doing it. Okay, and what does Naples think of us? They don't like us too much. Do these guys... What do you think? Okay, so our vassals all like us pretty good. That's good news. Naples is our rival. Okay, so let's start building a spy network on them. That sounds like a good plan. Of inefficient minting because we do not have enough gold. Gold! Chieri are no longer in the Alps as the country has ceased to exist. Same with some other country that we don't know their name, doesn't matter. They don't exist anymore. See, we have one place where we can make a trade office. That's not nearly enough. But is it possible to just like walk back and forth? No, we can only raise our levies when someone's waiting. Like I want, it's close. I wonder if you need boats to get back and forth there, if they just let you walk across. You should need boats. Rather than the rise of the Turks. Okay, so this one, once we reach the age of discovery, one way or the other. Asti has been annexed. Canavese has been annexed. Let's see, I can intervene in this war against Naples. Where in which they are picking on someone and they greatly outnumber them. So let's not do that. Go and learned about organized religion. I like the sound of that. Should put someone in charge of the Navy. And you go ahead. Unhappiness amongst the clergy. Differing opinions and interests over religious and secular matters between our government and the clergy have spilled over and become a significant source of conflict in our kingdom. The clergy are now making demands for changes in policy, stating they will withdraw their support for King Frederick III of Barcelona if refused. That's me? Let's see. Yeah, we can afford to piss off the priesthood a little bit here. Let's see, our granddaughter turned 16. Super. Now we have a new king, King Pierre II. Has pretty mediocre stats. Poor Freddy died. We hardly knew ye. So let's look at this trade menu here. King Pierre de Barcelona and the Sicilian people. The ascension of King Pierre II de Barcelona has been very well received by Catalan sympathizers in our kingdom. But many Sicilian locals view their new king with some distrust. To them, he is in many ways a man of strange customs and foreign mannerisms. So we could lose stability, or we lose legitimacy. We're getting legitimacy back faster. That's what we're going to have to do. Okay, stop automating trade. because you're doing it all wrong. Yes, trade in gold. Good. Yes, this is what we need. Oh, our mom died. That's sad. Trade office. Costs 30, so can't quite afford one. Soon, though. Gold supply has run out. Okay, great. A new outbreak. The people of Mesoretta despair as their families and neighbors succumb to the relentless outbreak of measles, currently spreading throughout the area. Neighborhoods once bustling with activity now echo with worry and uncertainty. Unfortunately, there is little we can do to stop the spread of the disease into our territory. This is not good. Prosperity decreases by a large amount. Well, let's have this guy stop talking about money and go help out with that for a little while. All right, and what can we do here? We can host army exercises to gain some army tradition. We can promote castle works, which fort maintenance. How much are we paying in fort maintenance? A reasonable amount. Yeah, that's fine. Let's promote castle works. Everybody, make your castles better. Oh, excuse me. Parliamentary traditions. One of the more difficult things about being a parliamentarian has less to do with the debates in Pelemu, but more with how to sell the debates and compromises to the people back home. Still, a local Senato member will often have an easier time explaining a new tax than would a collector sent by the central government in less representative systems. Seems that the Senato members in general, and the ones from Bivona in particular, have become so adept at defending policies that we have seen a resulting rise in the support of the central government as a whole. They finally understand us. Fantastic. And have helped with the recovery effort. That's great. So let's see, we should be at like max control already. Yeah, I think we are. Yeah, develop profits. That'll be good. That's better than what we were doing. I already forgot what it was. That's how bad it was. More nobility in the army. With the increased privileges of the nobility come additional duties. They are expected to serve in the army as officers and true gentlemen. We can go towards aristocracy and quantity, or plutocracy and quality. We want to go towards plutocracy because we again are going trade, and that's good for that. Our daughter has reached marriageable age. Very good. Caltanissetta changes to stance in debate. It seems that the Senato members of Caltanissetta, though staunch supporters of our cause just a little while ago, have come to change their stance on the currently debated issue entirely. We cannot know for sure how this happened, but it's clear we can no longer rely on their vote. Perhaps their greed got the better of them. It's fine. We're still at 60%. It's all cool. Okay, so now we gained 10%, so that's cool. Oh, so we should look and see. Yeah, no, we don't. Well, maybe, yeah, we could do humanist ideas. Although, if we're going to be friends with the Pope, maybe that's not the best idea. Make Iceland like us better. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We don't need to do none of that shit. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so where can we say, well, let's see, you can tax the bourgeois a bit more, and commoners a little bit more, nobility a little bit more. Senato members in scandal. A minor scandal has occurred in Palermo during the current debate. It seems that rather than attending the sessions personally, some members of the Senato are out disturbing the peace and harassing their fellow countrymen. The outrage is great, both among their peers and in the streets, and this incident is likely to haunt future parliaments for years. Yeah, we can afford to put them in their place. Yes, promoting castle works. Great, and that did save us a little bit of money, and we should be positive. We should be in the black now, I believe, with our new tax. Right, so we should, let's see. Enforced religious unity. Religious literacy rights. I can't, where does it say? I guess. Sure wish we could tax the priesthood. Okay, institution growth. Fantastic. Yeah, I gotta go. grab a sweater. It's getting a little chilly here. Just won't be a second. Okay, much better. Oh, our agent got kicked out of Naples, huh? Is there anything we can do with what we got? Sabotage your reputation with somebody? That's not really going to be helpful. See any... Ooh, we can royally marry a lot of people to our daughter. Who would we like to... Ooh. Yeah, Aragon? Mallorca? Yeah, Aragon. Yes, let's marry our daughter to the King of Aragon. That seems like it can't possibly have any negative repercussions later. Still got the measles. Anybody want to give us money yet? This Tripoli. Yeah, I suppose. Sugar. We're out of sugar. Yeah, this is annoying. Automate this shit. Impertinent demands. The pressures we put on our vassals may seem reasonable in the capital, but some demands are seen as insults by the petty crowns we have taken under our protection. Negotiation of terms will take a little longer than anticipated. We can wait. What does this do? Diplomatic annexation cost? Yeah, we're not doing any of that. Okay, who else can we marry? Bulgaria? No. Yeah, let's do Arborea here. We'll get you married to Nigola de Sirabas of Arborea. Cool. Send character to Prussian Crusade. Cool. Should we do that? Send someone off to the Prussian Crusade. Influential preacher, a devout young preacher by the name of Innocenzo Gallo, has spoken out recently about how great our adherence to the teachings of the Holy Father in Avignon is. This can only be good for our future. Oh, it's getting late. Yeah, we'll take the prestige here, I think. Oh, let's see. Seems we lost music. There we go. Music. Not sure where our Navy is pinned down here, but that's okay. I do not mind. Oh, yes, I'm an old man, staying up late. Doing the overnight stream. Gonna be yawning. Okay, yeah, there we go. Automated trade. That's what you do when you're playing a trade nation, is you just let the computer do all of your trading for you. Let's see, can we ally with anybody? We can. Yeah, let's ally with Aragon. We probably won't. I mean, okay, again, we learned our lesson. Made a truce, got an alliance. We're not gonna follow these guys into any wars under like any circumstances, but we will let people think that we will. I've researched guilds. Very cool. Yeah, so this is stuff goods that our people need. Oh, we need fish. That's interesting because the fishing villages that make fish also give us sailors that we used to make boats. So maybe we should be investing in that. It's pretty good. Unity of the faith. Since the government and our The government of our kingdom officially banned encouraging worship and focusing life on the true Catholic faith. Our people feel more secure in their daily lives and with each other. Where there is faith, there is trust. We gain 12 stability. Hell yeah, that's sick. And let's see, our daughter is come of age, as is our son. That's excellent. That means we can marry you off. Okay, and then which of these is better? For oh, that's pretty good. Merchant traditions. Oh, that's also very good. Yeah, yeah, I think we need to do this. All right, and then let's marry Beatrice off to Serbia. Yeah, why not? That seems very adequate to me. There's Genoa. Excellent. Our estates are already building things for us. That's very good. I mean, assuming they build good things. Sometimes they just build like things that only help them and not the nation. And that's frustrating sometimes, but we do what we have to do. No, still nobody wants to give us money. Fine. See any other good allies out there? Borea, maybe? Yeah, they got some stuff. Why not? Fruit, fish, coal. Oh, and yeah, again, don't forget, we are doing a fundraiser for the Minnesota Freedom Fund. Minnesota Freedom Fund. You can benefit at the link in the chat there. It's also in the description, but it's a great cause. They announced earlier, I guess yesterday, day before. I don't know. We're past midnight now, so recently, Tom Homan, that fucking cunt, got on the TV and he and he says that because of renewed cooperation between the state and the feds, that they're drawing down 700 of the ICE fucks out of the city, and they're looking to wind down the surge entirely. Don't believe him that it is due to new increased cooperation. It's because the people of Minnesota fought them the fuck out of the state, put their lives on the line, and fought them off. So, my hats off to them, but the job's not done. And, they still need a lot of support. There's still, even after the sound, there's still going to be over 2,300 of those bastards running around. So, give what you can. And thank you for watching for a great cause. It is it's personal for me. I was born in Minnesota. My mom still spends the summers up there, and she is the kind of person that would get into a protest and get hit with a stick, and she's old. She can't take those. She can't take those protests, those police batons like she used to. So, ICE out. Abolish ICE, man. Get them gone. Okay, here we go. So banking has appeared in Savona, which is right close. This is good for, like, a bunch of these are gonna. They start in Italy, right? So, and then this will get us some money, I think. Yeah, should show us some cash, so that's good. So we ought to, get good spread on those institutions right away, and be able to. Yeah, construction speed is fine. Nobility grateful for our favor. Well, we get a little bit of money, and they're happy. Excellent. Delegation of the nobility came to us today to thank us for favoring them in the government. In fact, they're so grateful a small voluntary contribution was made to the treasury. Great, thanks, guys. I think we are going to use it to build that trade office. This is probably not the most profitable building that we could be building right now, but it's on brand for us. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, trade office in Barcelona. Sure thing. Let's do it. Trade advantage, trade capacity. Maritime presence. Yeah, cool. The trading empire starts. Okay, this is education for Pere de Barcelona, who enjoys military and is good at it, and will be destined for a military career from almost from the day he's born. There we go. Professional armies begins in Paris. Very good. and should spread down towards our way in fairly short order. Why is our stability so? Oh, because we're not investing in it at all. Well, gonna excommunicate Provence, huh? Oh, I don't know why they do that. And then in Siena is the Renaissance. Cool. So here are those are our institutions for the age, spreading from Paris, Siena, and Savona. So unless we start investing in stability, our stability equilibrium is going to be pretty low. Can we... How much money can we save on forts since we're not going to be... No, I don't want to. That's unwise. That's unwise. I shouldn't do that. Squeeze a little bit more out of our subjects. How's the 100 Years' War coming along? It's like France is doing pretty good. Currently at our maximum number of diplomats. Yes, we will divert trade from Athens. Increased construction speed is dope. Close to an organization. Okay, but they don't like it. So I guess we had better... Oh, but that's not why. So we had better also... support loyalists, although I guess we'll wait until they... Okay. Opposing military schools. The occasional hostilities that erupt between our opposing military schools have become more frequent as of late. If we do not intervene soon, we risk further disunity within our armed forces. Lose stability. We can go towards... We can choose to go offensive or defenses. Let's go defensive. Let's see here. Yeah, see, like nothing is at even close. Embrace institution cost reduction is something I like the sound of. Just, make our ally like us a little better. We have a surplus of diplomats at the moment, so let's put them to work doing something. Still no one wants to give me money? Yeah. Still no one wants to give me money. That's why I can't blame them, but I can and I do. No buildings miss out. We're missing tin. Need some tin. All right, and I think that I need to call it here tonight. We don't have anybody to follow me up on the raid train. I was hoping to be able to stay up and pitch. It looks like we got Moth Girl in 2 hours, but I am not going to be able to make it 2 more hours and be at all human tomorrow. So again, thanks for watching. Here, who can I drop you off with? Anybody? Oh, here, I'm going to drop you off with my friend GamerGirl27. She's fun. Like, she's playing Call of Duty. She's cool. Enjoy. Make sure to tune back in tomorrow. Yeah, come back in 2 hours and watch Moth Girl MTG. and donate and fuck ice and no gods, no masters. And good night. Thanks for watching. Bye.